Welcome, my Nakama. Today we have One Piece chapter 1081 full spoilers to share with you, and these spoilers are insane. We see yet another named attack from Garp, and it is going to blow your mind just how nuts these spoilers get. With that being said, my name is Richard, this is my wife Claire, and welcome to One Piece of a Dream. Let's go ahead and hop right into these spoilers. These spoilers start with the title of the chapter being 10th Ship Captain Kuzan. So, Aokiji, as the chapter suggests, is the 10th Titanic captain. We knew that from the brief spoilers. The color spread in the cover is the Straw Hat crew sleeping with bubbles floating above them.
That sounds really cute.
Yeah, now let's go ahead and get into the actual chapter. The chapter starts where the last one ended, and Kuzan appears and freezes Hibari, so Hibari is now an icicle.
Damn.
Kobe runs to help her, and then Kuzan goes to face Garp, and the other Blackbeard pirates are not with Kuzan. So this fight between Garp and Kuzan is about to go down.
It's a one-on-one.
It is. Kuzan begins by saying to Garp, "Will you be able to kill your former number one apprentice to save your current apprentice? I like how you've always done whatever you liked, and now I'm doing the same. That's why I'm following Teach." So this is apparently where Aokiji's goals line up. If there were any thoughts that Aokiji was a member of Sword, now I'm not going to dispel it entirely, but if there were, Garp is unaware, and if there is any infiltration going on into the Blackbeard pirates like people theorized, well, it's not very apparent to Garp. And
Yeah,
as Garp,
I feel like he would know that.
yeah, Garp is a vice admiral and one of the most important marines there is. He's usually privy to intel, so I would think that he would be aware if Kuzan was actually trying to infiltrate the Blackbeard pirates. So there is a deeper goal in mind for Kuzan than apparently just infiltrating the Blackbeard pirates. He actually lines up with their goals, which is strange because
That's really weird, isn't it?
Yeah, because Kuzan never seemed like a bad guy. I mean, he has done questionable things, but they were all done out of, a place of lazy justice that was more like heart-filled justice, where, like, if we look back to how he treated Robin, he was actually fairly lenient with Robin, letting her escape on purpose, and then actually showing back up to make sure after the whole Enies Lobby incident that Robin was, in a place where she wants to be. Even though he said some not so nice things and did some things that at the time seemed not so nice.
Like freezing her solid.
Yeah, like freezing her solid. In the end, he was only doing what he, the nicest thing he could for her because he was actually disgusted by the Ohara incident. So I have to wonder if Blackbeard may somehow actually have some ties back to Ohara. And obviously, he might not be from there, but he may have some ties to the Void Century and the studies that Ohara was doing, which may be why Aokiji possibly resonates with Blackbeard.
That might have something to do with it.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Garp says to Kuzan that I thought I taught you to live in the present, and then a flashback ensues about Teach and Kuzan, and it takes place on a certain unnamed island 1 year after Kuzan and Akainu's battle ended on Punk Hazard. Part of the Blackbeard pirates arrive in the island, and they see some of their nakamas are frozen: San Juan Wolf, Vasco Shot, and Doc Q. Blackbeard pirates then proceed to enter in a bar and see Kuzan, and then they drink and get along. So I'm assuming that Kuzan unfroze them somehow. I don't even know, can Kuzan do that? I know they're he has the time capsule move.
I feel like he should be able to do that.
Yeah, but we've never actually seen him directly unfreeze somebody. We've only ever seen him freeze them.
True, but that doesn't mean he can't do it.
True, but it also seems like it would be something that would be more appropriate for a devil fruit that causes heat. Because, if he can make ice and he's just cold, I would think that he shouldn't be able to, just melt it, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe his devil fruit has more to it than we know. Anyway, moving on. Lafitte then whispers to Teach that he should kill Kuzan and take his devil fruit power for the crew.
Rude.
Very rude. And Kuzan hears this and gets angry, rightfully so. And he's ready to fight against them. But Teach apologizes for Lafitte's words, and instead he offers Kuzan to join the crew. So this is where Blackbeard first extended the offer to Aokiji to join his pirate group. Teach then proceeds to ask Kuzan about the man with the burn scar, who we know is Saul, at least we presume, because it seems that that man has the remaining road poneglyph. It is said that the man with the burn scar rides on a black ship and that he can create whirlpools to sink his enemies in the sea, and we can actually see the silhouette of the ship while both of them are talking about him. So if this is actually Saul apparently has the power to create whirlpools. Don't forget.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I mean, Saul was a vice admiral back when Ohara was destroyed, so it's very reasonable that Saul likely has gained a lot of power, and very much likely, if this is Saul, as we all presume, is more than likely not only hoarding that last road poneglyph, but also so strong now that he could probably rival the admirals at the very least. So he would be likely that he could have this type of whirlpool power. Maybe it's a devil fruit, or maybe it's just a strange ability we haven't seen yet that maybe a strong hockey or something could do. I don't know. It's strange. We don't know what it's all. We don't know all the ins and outs yet of every type of hockey. Oda can introduce whatever he wants, so it's very much a possibility that could be the case, especially since this is dealing with water. And when it comes to dealing with water, you would have to have like the Umi no Mi or something to be able to do something like a whirlpool.
True.
Shiryu the Rain chimes in and then says that maybe it's a possibility that this man with the burn scar actually works for the world government, and maybe this man with the burn scar is actually a member of the world government, that the world government tasked with keeping one of the road poneglyphs safe in order to keep pirates from finding the One Piece. But Kuzan responds to Blackbeard denying knowing anything about this man. Kuzan, though, jokingly says, maybe I'm that man.
Sounds like lies to me.
Yeah, seriously, my only memories about poneglyphs are at Ohara, and if I'd have seen a red stone there, I'd have remembered it. The flashback ends and Garp versus Kuzan then continues. Kuzan uses his attack, Ice Ball, on Garp like he did against Whitebeard in the Marineford War, but Garp breaks the ice easily. I don't quite remember actually off the top of my head if Whitebeard very easily handled that attack. Presumably, I think that he probably didn't get completely damaged by it. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at. I'm not going to run my mouth about that yet because I don't 100% remember off the top of my head that specific attack on Whitebeard, if it actually did. What, if Whitebeard no-diffed that attack or not. I don't quite remember. But in retaliation, Garp then grabs Kuzan's head and uses a new attack. This attack basically amounts to some crazy nonsense. Garp says that those who hesitate are weak. And then he uses an attack called Blue Hole. And the kanji for it means to fall to the sea floor.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, so this is almost as the name sounds. Garp smashes Kuzan's body and splits the ground with his fist. This fist of freaking fury, man. Kuzan's entire body falls into the ground. I don't know if that's end of story, but that's pretty crazy that Garp can manhandle Kuzan like that. Oh my god.
That's crazy.
We cut to Winter Island. Law has been defeated. Teach is panting with blood on his face, and he's deciding what it is that he should do now.
Sounds like Law put up quite a fight.
Yeah. Teach basically goes on to say, "Ziha-ha-ha-ha! What should I do with this power? Should I use it? Or maybe I should sell his power." So Teach was very much considering taking Law's power for him, for himself, and using the Appi Appi no Mi as a third power. So that right there confirms the theories that Blackbeard is actually able to have 3 devil fruits, which we all presumed based on the flags and the 3s of everything. But don't let that sway you into believing that he can only have 3, because there's always the possibility that he could have more than 3. We don't know yet. Maybe the 3 means something else. It might not even be devil fruit related at all. This is all just speculation on our part. But something really cool happens next. Beppo sees that this attack is happening to his captain, and Beppo takes a special medicine that Chopper gave him, and this medicine allows Beppo to turn into his Sulong form.
Chopper gave Beppo freaking rumble balls.
Basically. And Beppo looks badass in his Sulong form. He's like a giant polar bear, and we can see one full page view of Beppo in Sulong form in a big panel. Beppo attacks Teach before Teach can steal Law's power. So I am curious to see if he is actually going to show what he was doing like before he steals Law's power, like if Blackbeard was actually moving in to steal it or not, and if we actually get to see what Blackbeard does to steal the power. Cool. That'd be amazing. That would settle so much debate. Then Beppo takes Law into the sea, which obviously is a devil fruit user, but whatever. At this point, I think it's better than being prey to Blackbeard and certainly dying.
That is absolutely true.
In a huge spread, we can see that the Polar Tang, Law's submarine, has been destroyed, and that the rest of the Heart Pirates are in the sea or lying on the ground. And then the narrator says, "At Winter Island in the New World, the pirate Trafalgar Law and the Heart Pirates have been defeated." So, that is what we got. Law lost the fight, but he got away.
But he lives.
And he didn't lose his devil fruit. He came this close.
And Beppo has rumble balls.
Yeah, and apparently Beppo has rumble balls, which is interesting. So he can go Sulong whenever he wants without a moon, which is an interesting upgrade. Did we even see Beppo's Sulong form? I don't believe I've ever seen it. This chapter is some heat. This is crazy. I hope you guys enjoy it. The chapter will be out soon, and when it comes out, it's going to be a banger. Until then, though, that's all we got for you today. If you enjoyed the video, maybe consider liking and subscribing, or watching this next video that's popping up on screen right about now. And leave your thoughts down in the comments on what you think is going to happen between Garp versus Kuzan. Is Kuzan going to get up and turn this fight around and manage to make a counterattack on Garp? Or do you think this is it? Because it started to sound like Garp is some kind of unstoppable bulldozer that you just cannot defeat. For real. Garp is sounding like he's One Punch Man right now. This man is no joke. My man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Garp fans, you're eating good tonight. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, that's all we got. Peace.
Bye.